Good morning. I'd like to begin by acknowledging and thanking the local leaders who are joining us today. Congressman Sean Casten, Commissioner Donna Miller, Commissioner Stanley Moore, who's Chair of Transportation, Commissioner Monica Gordon, who is about to become Clerk of our county, President of Southwest Conference of Mayors, Palos Hills Mayor Jerry Bennett, Illinois Department of Transportation Secretary Osmond, Illinois Tollway Executive Director Rouse, Village of Justice Trustee Cuban, Village of Justice Director of Economic Development Matt Zaribchan, and from the Department of Transportation, our Assistant Superintendent Tara Orban. Did I do that better? Tara Orban. And Nate Mosley, representative from the Office of U.S. Senator Tammy Duckworth. So I want to thank all of the local elected officials who are here with us. I would ask that each elected official introduce the person who follows them and be careful to speak directly into the mic because there's so much highway noise around us. I am pleased to announce that the $28.6 million 88th Avenue and Cork Avenue interchange project at I-294 is officially underway. Right here, we're standing on the future site of the new entrance ramp of southbound I-294. This project will provide direct access while complementing the work already underway by the Illinois Tollway. This work will greatly enhance travel efficiency for nearly 100 freight-related companies in Justice, Bridgeview, Bedford Park, and the nearby CSX rail yard and surrounding communities. So it'll take truck traffic that's presently in these neighborhoods and put it directly on the highway. While this project is significant in its own right, it's also part of a broader, longer-term vision. In 2018, Cook County's Department of Transportation and Highways launched Connecting Cook County, our first comprehensive, long-range transportation plan in more than 70 years. 70 years. This plan is guided by several core principles. Transportation investments should support our region's economic competitiveness, reinforcing our role as the nation's freight capital. 5 of the 6 Class 1 railroads go through Cook County. Transportation systems must be multi-purpose and multimodal. Agencies must work collectively and collaboratively to expand funding and invest equitably. What we're seeing here today is a perfect example of those principles in action. This project is a testament to teamwork. Resources from local, state, and federal governments are being leveraged to make this a reality. In particular, this nearly $30 million initiative would not have been possible without the members of the General Assembly who passed the recent state capital bill and our congressional delegation, which has consistently advocated for federal resources that our region desperately needs. I'm grateful for their hard work and partnership. I also want to extend my thanks to the Cook County Department of Transportation and Highways for leading this effort. Sis Killen, who is our superintendent, could not be with us this morning, but I want to thank her entire team. And to our partners in the Illinois Department of Transportation, the Illinois Tollway, and the Village of Justice, we appreciate your collaboration. Together, we are building not only stronger communities, but also a stronger Cook County and a stronger region. So thank you all. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Congressperson Sean Casten.
Thank you so much. I can't thank President Preckwinkle enough for all her work, for all of the leaders who are here. There's of the money in this project, there's about $13 million that comes from federal. As President Preckwinkle mentioned, our congressional delegation fights hard for that. $13 million is not $30 million, and this project doesn't come together without the leadership from Cook County, from the Village of Justice, from the Highway Authority, from all the leaders that are back here who had a vision of this a long time ago. But I want to just talk a little bit about how important this is. Listen to all this noise. Look at all the hubbub around here. South Cook is the economic engine of Chicagoland. We may not think that way, we may not think in terms of GDP, but you got the Belt Railway just a few miles from here. You've got Midway Airport, you got 294, you got 55, you've got 95th Street, which might as well be a national highway with all the traffic that comes down on there. This is the area where goods and people come into Chicago, come out of Chicago, drive all the economy. But so much of the way that we pay for things has allocations depending on where people are. Maybe its allocations depend on where senators are. But the truth is the cost on the communities is all the vehicle mile, tons of vehicle mile traffic that comes through that disrupts communities, but also provides all the economic activity for those communities. And we are doing this today to make sure that this highway system is a little bit more efficient, vehicles can get in and out, and that the people who live in these communities have a little bit fewer traffic jams, fewer potholes, all the stuff that matters. So thank you to everybody for your vision, for your leadership. This has been a long time coming. We're going to throw a shovel of dirt shortly, but I can't wait to see what happens after that to go get everything built. So thank you to everybody who's here. And I'm going to turn it over to my friend, Cook County Commissioner Donna Miller.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm Cook County Commissioner Donna Miller. It's really a pleasure to be here. And I want to thank everyone who's here today. I want to especially thank President Preckwinkle for inviting us all here today to talk about the start of this project. This is a road that I've driven down many times, and probably many of you have as well. It's great to see all the different levels of government working together to make sure this all comes to fruition. It's really important for transportation projects like this that are regionally focused, and it's going to help to remove an interstate bottleneck. And I think if anyone has driven down this road, we know it, right? We know that bottleneck exists. This new interchange on I-294 will also improve access to the local roads. It will benefit the Southwest Cook County by attracting more private development and creating job opportunities, providing new traffic patterns to local businesses in the districts that depend on the efficient movement of freight. Infrastructure is a key when it comes to the economic development and attracting businesses to this area, as well as ensuring economic development projects that impacts employees who live here. The investments we have been making over the last several years resulted in over $1 billion in private investments in the Southland, with thousands of jobs created. So as we know, this was about a $30 million project. It will keep the progress that we have been making in the Southland infrastructure improvements moving forward. I am truly grateful to work in this county that has done so much in supporting transportation infrastructure in the Southland. And again, I'd like to thank all the partners who made this important work possible. I'd really like to give a shout out to Superintendent Killen and her team for their good work and partnership. We always call them, they always answer, they always know exactly what is going on in the Southland and throughout all of Cook County, and they identify these worthwhile projects to maximize the funding and to make them accomplished. So thanks so much for being here. It's my great pleasure now to introduce the chair of the Transportation Committee, Commissioner Stanley Moore.
Thank you, Commissioner Miller. I'm Cook County Commissioner Stanley Moore, Chairman of Transportation. This almost $30 million project is a perfect example of what we can accomplish when agencies work together. With a shared vision through a strong partnership with the Illinois Tollway, IDOT, Cook County Highways, the Village of Justice, we're improving mobility and access across our region. We are leading construction in this critical project, which includes building new bridge over I-294, the new ramp improvements, and key roadways like 79th Street and Illinois 171. This project isn't just about roads, it's about opportunities. It's about transportation, which connects people to jobs and to schools and to healthcare and much, much more. But by investing in our transportation network, we are boosting our region's economic competitiveness and helping create a better future. I want to thank all of our partners for all their hard work, and I want to thank you, the residents of Cook County, for your continued support. I think I am supposed to introduce to you not just our new clerk, but also the Vice Chair of Transportation, Commissioner Monica Gordon.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would first like to thank all of the stakeholders and elected officials with us today, especially President Preckwinkle, as well as my chairman of transportation, Stanley Moore, and Sis Killen and her team. This project represents a transformative investment in our region's future. The new interchange and infrastructure improvements will bring lasting effects to South Cook County by reducing congestion, creating jobs, and improving access for local businesses and residents alike. Partnerships like this between Cook County, the Illinois Tollway, IDOT, the Village of Justice, and the Southwest Conference of Mayors are an example of what we can accomplish when we all work together. This is what good government looks like and what it's all about. Each partner has brought critical resources and expertise to ensure this project delivers to our communities. I'm especially proud of Cook County's role in securing over $13 million in federal freight program funding and leveraging local resources to lead this $28 million investment. These efforts ensure our infrastructure keeps pace with the needs of residents and businesses while opening doors to economic growth across South Cook County. As construction begins, we look forward to the opportunities this project will unlock. Smoother commutes, safer streets, and the potential to attract new development to this region. Thank you again, President Preckwinkle, our County Department of Transportation and Highways. I see Secretary Osmond here as well as Cassandra Rouse. All of the agency partners for their leadership. Together, we are building a stronger, more connected future for Cook County. Thank you. And next, I would like to speaking about state partnerships, I want to introduce State Senator and new Chairman of the Illinois Legislative Black Caucus, Willie Preston.
Thank you. I'm State Senator Willie Preston. We are in the Sweet 16th District. I always want to make note of that. But I want to thank, and I'm not going to rehash what has all been said already. I'll be brief. I want to thank, first and foremost, obviously, President Toni Preckwinkle for her continued leadership. When you talk about someone that's effective and making sure that she builds a whole coalition, this is what we have. I also want to thank leaders at the state level, my president, Senator Don Harmon, as well as Governor J.B. Pritzker. You know, this is what the people want from us. They want us to produce. This type of multi-agency regional project gives opportunity and brings hope, not just for the Village of Justice, not for the city of Chicago, but for this entire region in Illinois. I'm proud that we bring forth with the Rebuild Illinois Bond Fund opportunities and resources to make sure these projects are fully funded and come alive. What is happening here? This is job creation. This is business support. This is making sure that communities are connected. All of these things are the things that the people of Illinois have charged us to do. So again, I'm very grateful to be here to contribute to this project, and as a legislator in the state of Illinois, I am proud to say that we're going to continue, despite what happens outside of our state, at the national or any other level, Illinois, Cook County will continue to build and bring people together based on what's most important to folks every day, the kitchen table issues. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm sorry. And now I will bring President of the Southwest Conference of Mayors, Palos Hills Mayor, my friend Gary Bennett. Thank you.
Thank you, Senators, and I'll keep my remarks short too. Unfortunately, Mayor Wazowitz couldn't be here today, and as president of the Southwest Conference of Mayors, representing 21 communities, I'm trying to think how many years ago when Mayor Wazowitz came to our conference quietly and with a big surprise that he wanted to create a ramp off 294 in the Village of Justice. It was an enormous thought process back then, a dream of his, and as we all looked at him and said, boy, we got to go through a lot of loopholes to get here. But the Southwest Conference of Mayors was proud to initially finance the phase 1 study, engineering study, which then led to so many parts coming together. Obviously, the most critical part was the Illinois Tollway to agree to allow this ramp to take place. But from a money standpoint, yes, it took years to do it, finally with Cook County and the state of Illinois coming together to provide the ramp access from the tollway to the Village of Justice. And as many speakers have talked about, what this is going to provide, not just to the Village of Justice, but to the Southwest suburban area. We're very proud of what the mayor has done, and he should be congratulated for starting this. But as all of us in the Southwest Conference know, that what's good for one town is good for all. That economic growth is not just in one town, but in a region. And in the southwest suburbs, we are proud to have this major addition come to our area to help further develop not only, again, the Village of Justice, but the surrounding communities and accessibility for many in the southwest suburbs to the tollway. So again, on behalf of the Southwest Conference of Mayors, we congratulate Mayor Wazowitz. I hope he's enjoying his vacation, well-deserved, and we're very excited about this project finally come to fruition and being finished. Thank you very much. And I get to introduce my good friend, Secretary of Transportation. I also chair CMAP, so we work very closely with the state of Illinois on all the federal funds that come through our area. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Secretary of Transportation, Omar Osman.
Thank you. Good morning and thank you, Mr. Mayor. And on behalf of the entire team at the Illinois Department of Transportation, I want to thank you, Madam President, for hosting us here today. And obviously I want to thank Mayor Chris and his entire staff for having us in beautiful Justice. But I would like to express my gratitude to the other elected officials and leaders here, including Congressman Caston, Chairman Daley, county commissioners, local officials in Justice and surrounding communities, as well as my good friend, Sis Kellen, who couldn't make it here today, but Tara is here and she'll do a great job, and my good friend, obviously, Cassandra Rouse here from the tollway. I'm especially happy, though, today because we are highlighting a project that is a true collaborative effort, and everybody have mentioned that already, and it's worth mentioning it again. From my perspective and from the IDOT perspective, as far as we are concerned, there is no such thing as federal road, state road, a tollway road, or a county road, or even a municipal road. They are all Illinois roads, and they are part of a multimodal system that connects us together. Under the leadership of our governor, Governor Pritzker, we are working more than ever with our partners and stakeholders to arrive at solutions that improve regional access and mobility. This interchange right here is the perfect example of how we can come together to address safety and create economic opportunity on the local level as well. The $13.4 million invested by the state through our competitive freight program, and that's what the congressman was referring to earlier, which picks projects that strengthen our status as global hub, improve safety, and promote economic opportunity. Our District 1 folks have been proud to work with the tollway, county, and municipal staff in getting this project off the ground. All of that hard work continues to pay off. This project is going to make a big difference for this area for generations to come. Thank you for having me, and now it's my absolute pleasure to introduce my good friend, the executive director of the tollway. She's doing fantastic work at the tollway, and she told me she's got about 20 pages of speech to do, so bear with her.
Thank you. Well, first I'd like to say good morning, and thanks to my partner, Secretary Osman, for the introduction. It is definitely my pleasure to be here today to really celebrate the next chapter of construction on the new 88th Cork Avenue interchange project. And I know this has been stated before, but I have to underscore my next statement, and that is this $39 million project is really a true testament to the partnership and the collaboration among the Illinois Tollway, Cook County, the Village of Justice, and IDOT. I want to thank all that were responsible for helping us get to this point. But there's also a special thank you to all the construction workers who are bringing this project to life. While Cook County is beginning its part of the construction, the Illinois Tollway is committed to delivering our part of the project. The tollway began its work here in June 2022 as part of our Central Tri-State I-294 project, a $4 billion effort to reconstruct and widen I-294 from Balmoral Avenue to 95th Street. In addition to mainline improvements on I-294, the tollway is focused on enhancing travel reliability at existing interchanges and improving access to communities along the corridor. So this work with Cook County is shining example of how these goals are aligned. And we are so proud of the progress we've made on the 88th Cork Avenue interchange project. The tollway has completed reconstruction of the 88th Cork Avenue Bridge over I-294 and construction of the new exit ramp from northbound I-294 to 88th Cork Avenue. But our work will continue with construction of a new entrance ramp from 88th Cork Avenue to southbound I-294. In addition, to accommodate full tollway access in the area, we have built a new entrance ramp connecting southbound Archer Avenue to northbound I-294. The 88th Cork Avenue interchange and the Archer Avenue ramp are scheduled to open simultaneously after Cook County completes its work. The new interchange will do more than just connect roads. It will connect communities and unlock greater economic opportunities for the Chicago Southland. So by reducing congestion and improving access, this new interchange will be a catalyst for economic growth and a quality of life improvements in the region. So today's event really highlights what we can achieve together. The milestone signals not only the advancement of construction of the new 88th Cork Avenue interchange, but it also is an example of our strength of partnerships. So we are so grateful to have this opportunity to work alongside Cook County, Justice, IDOT, to deliver a project that will benefit residents, businesses, and travelers for many generations to come. So let's keep up the great work. Thank you. So it's only fitting that it's my privilege to introduce next the Village of Justice, the Director of Economic Development, Matt, please. Thank you.
It's all right. It's not easy to say. Good morning, everyone, and Madam President, thank you for inviting us all here today. With the full backing of the Justice Board of Trustees and the strong support of the Southwest Conference of Mayors, Mayor Chris Wasowitz spearheaded this project, and with his leadership, the village was able to obtain the funding necessary to kick off the engineering phase of this project. He truly understood that the construction of the new interchange here in the Village of Justice would facilitate new investment and new economic opportunities in the village and surrounding communities, while improving efficiencies for freight-related companies and mobility for the whole region. This project has been a long time in the making and could never have hit the milestone that we celebrate today if it was not for the full cooperation, coordination, and support from the Illinois Tollway, the Illinois Department of Transportation, Cook County, Christopher Burke Engineering, the Southwest Conference of Mayors, and all of our local elected representatives. This was truly a team effort. This project genuinely reflects what can be accomplished when all entities come together and work together for a common purpose. On behalf of Mayor Chris Wasowitz and the Village of Justice, we sincerely thank everyone that was involved in this project for their hard work and their support, and we really look forward to the completion of the new ramps. Thank you. And I would like to introduce the Assistant Superintendent, Tara Orban.
Thank you, Matt, and good morning. I am Tara Orban, Assistant Superintendent of the Cook County Department of Transportation and Highways, and I would like to begin by thanking President Preckwinkle for her vision in creating a robust transportation network across Cook County. Madam President, you have led your administration by recognizing that the sum of all parts is greater when we work together, and challenging us to seek out those opportunities. The technical advancement of this regionally significant $30 million project began more than a decade ago. I would like to highlight some of the partnerships that guided our journey and reinforces our celebration here today. Cook County and the Village of Justice partnered to advance the environmental study and design engineering that would provide increased access to this upgraded 294 corridor. This village-led project strategically advanced under the leadership of Mayor Chris Wazowitz and Economic Development Director Matt Zarebchan, navigated the complexity of local needs and project impacts across multiple jurisdictions with Cook County and the tollway by their side every step of the way. We were successful in securing $13.4 million in state freight competitive federal infrastructure funds administered by the state. Thank you to the state of Illinois for recognizing the regional freight benefit of this project and entrusting Cook County to move this project forward inclusive of the state system. We're grateful to the Illinois Tollway for its partnership in looking beyond the footprint of the tollway system as part of the capital program implementation. Cook County is proud to be a strong partner with demonstrated successes in undertaking new interchange projects and off-system improvements along the tollway corridors countywide. Through an innovative implementation and funding strategy, we identified the path forward to deliver the equitable transportation solution that goes beyond the limits of the project itself. As a result of our work here, we have developed the model that can now be used and replicated across the state. It is this type of passion and professional commitment to drive forward complex projects which benefit our communities and residents. I would like to extend a special acknowledgement and thank you to the dedicated Cook County Department of Transportation and Highways staff today, representing our design, construction, maintenance, and superintendent's office teams. Please do wave your hand to be recognized. We appreciate all of you. To the K5 construction team and our on-site Stantec construction management team, Cook County appreciates your commitment to successful delivery of this project. While we still have much work ahead to complete construction, we could not do it with the support and efforts of all of us here today. Thank you for having me, and at this time I will turn it back to President Preckwinkle.
Thank you. Yes, Nick? Okay, so the question is, how could we pass the county budget without any increases in taxes, fines, or fees? And I guess my short answer is 14 years of hard work. When we got into this job, we had a $487 million budget gap to close, which we did by making cuts of around 15% across the board. The next year, our budget gap was 315, I think. So we worked for a long time to get our finances in order, and in 2015, with the support of our Board of Commissioners, we increased the sales tax to help meet our pension obligations. Our pensions are now funded at 69%, which is very good given the state we're in. I'm proud of the good work that my finance team has done and the support of the commissioners to get us to this point. So the question is, what's my advice to the city of Chicago? My standard answer to these questions is I'm going to stay in my lane, which is county president. Thank you. All right, we got to get shovels. Thanks. Come on, everybody.